Hey guys, this is an instructional video for your Biology Prep Google site. I'm going to go as quickly as I can. Feel free to pause or rewind as needed. I'm in my Launchpad and I'm going to go to Google Drive. And once you're in Google Drive, we're going to start a whole new Google site, whether or not you have one already. Please just go ahead and start from scratch. So go up here to New. And if you don't see Google Sites in this menu, just scroll over the More, and you should see Google Sites right there. Okay, so this has multiple parts for this project, and we're going to start with cell organelles. So I want you to go ahead and title cell organelles at the top and cell organelles in the main title page. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and select text box over here. I'm going to change the text font to about a size 30 for this, and we're going to put a basic definition for what cell organelles are. So go ahead and open up a new tab and look that up. What are organelles? Now I'm going to copy and paste just for the sake of this video. Please don't copy and paste. For one thing, it's not your own words, you're plagiarizing. For another thing, if it's something super lengthy, you're less likely to go back and look at it and read it and use it to your advantage. So read through it or use your definitions from class, whatever you like, but don't just copy and paste from the internet. Again, I'm just doing it for the sake of the video. All right, now once we have our basic definition of organelles, what we're going to do is create some, they're going to end up being buttons that go to each of the organelles. There's going to be 10 organelles that we're going to do for this project. You're free to do more, but the required organelles is 10, and we'll specify which ones later. I'm going to use the content blocks over here. I'm going to select the one that has the 4 content blocks with just a main title underneath. And we're only going to end up using one of these because we want to uniform them, make them all look the same. So I'm going to delete these other ones. Just click on them and click the trash can. Okay, and then we're going to resize this to be a little bit smaller. To resize this, you want to make sure that you're clicking on, usually the picture section will group both of these. If you click on just the words, the title right here, notice it doesn't include the picture. So you want to make sure both are included. And you're going to hold down the Shift button. That's because it keeps the ratio the same. I just can go in and out like that. If you don't hold the Shift button, you can accidentally change the width and the button looks all weird. So make sure that you're holding it on the down the Shift button when you resize it. That's pretty good size, I think. I'm going to stick with that size. And what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this to do a total of 10 buttons. We'll do 6 on this row, and then we'll do 4 down on the bottom. So I'm going to do 1 right now. I just click on the picture here and click, actually, there we go. Make sure the whole thing's grouped and then hit duplicate. And I'm just going to drag that right next to the other button. And you're going to do the same thing again for 6 down here, and then we'll do 4 on the bottom. Okay, obviously I paused mine so that you wouldn't see me duplicate all 10 of them. So you can pause this if you need to so that you can get your 10 done before you continue. Okay, so like I said, each of these is going to be an organelle, and now they're all uniform and they look nice. And we're going to make it look a little nicer because what we're going to do is we're going to change the background of the buttons. So while you're scrolled over the first row of buttons, if you notice there's a menu over here, and we're going to hit section colors, and we're going to select style 3. Now my background is blue. Yours, it might be different because it depends on what theme you've chosen. When you're over here in the theme section, mine is simple with blue. If you want to change it to something else or change even the theme to get a different section of colors, you're more than welcome, but I'm just going to keep it as simple and blue. So I'm going to do that for this row, and I'm also going to do it for this row. Just scroll down and again change the section colors over here on the left. Perfect. So I'm going to go do the first organelle with you, and then you'll see what kind of format and parts that we're looking at for each organelle. We're going to do nucleus together, so let's go ahead and put nucleus for this one. I'm going to change the font to be a little bit bigger. I'm thinking maybe 18, maybe 14. Yeah, 14 is pretty good. And then we're going to add a picture of the nucleus. Just hit this little plus sign right here. You're going to go to select image, and you're going to click on Google Images. Okay, search nucleus. Now sometimes you might select an image, and when you insert it, it comes up like that. That's because either it's too large or maybe licensing issues, I'm not sure. If that happens, just click on the three dots, hit replace image, and select a different one. Google Images. And I'm going to do this one. All right, there we go. So we have our button that's ready, but now we need a location of where we're going to put the information for nucleus. So here's where we're going to create a nucleus page. So in the pages section, please go over here. You're going to go to the plus sign and select new page. We'll title it nucleus. And notice now I've got a new page. I've got my nucleus page, and I still have my home page right here, which is what we worked on just a second ago. Okay, it's already titled it for us, so we don't have to worry about that. There's three things we want in each organelle page. We're looking for a definition / function, an analogy, something you're comparing it to based on the function, and then a video, a simple video you find on YouTube. So here's how you format it. We're going to go ahead and go to Insert and insert a text box. And we're going to change the font to 30. And we're going to change the font color to white because we're going to change the section background right here to blue. All right, our first section is going to be definition, or you can title it function, that's fine too. And I'm going to use a content block. I think I'm going to do one like this so I can have a picture next to it. And notice it's got like a title section and a text section. I don't really need this title section, so I'm going to make sure that the title section is highlighted and just click the trash can. So now I have a spot for my definition and I have a spot for a picture. I'll just pick the same picture for the sake of this video. Here we go. And for the function, you can use your previous vocab information, or you can just click the tab, a new tab up here, and search what is the function of the nucleus. I'm going to put in a cell just in case it thinks atomic nucleus or something. Again, don't just copy and paste. Put it in your own words for the sake of the video. I'm going to copy and paste. There we go. Okay, that's the first section. The next section is an analogy. So we'll do insert, another text box. Same thing we did with the definition over here. We'll change it to a size of 30. Change the font to white and the background to whatever your background color is. Analogy. And we'll do another content block right here. I'm going to keep the title this time because I can put the what I'm comparing it to here and then explaining why here. So I'll do the same thing. I'll just, if you can't think of one on your own, what is an analogy, oops, for the cell? Okay, so it gave me a city. It also gave me, earlier, it gave me a principal for the school, which when I searched earlier, I liked that better. So I'm going to choose that just because I like it better, but you can choose whatever you like as long as the function is the same. The main reason is because it is like the control center. It makes decisions for the cell. So I'm going to go ahead And sorry, I'm going to go ahead. It says City Hall for the city. So City Hall would be like the nucleus of the city because it makes decisions. But I want to do principal's office. So I'm going to go ahead and put principal's office here. And I'm going to search for a picture of the principal's office. Don't put another picture of a nucleus. You want a picture of the analogy. We'll get this person here. There we go. And the reason why is the principal's office like the nucleus of a cell? There we go. Principal's office is like the nucleus because they are both control centers. Again, don't copy and paste. Okay, and then the last one is a video. We're going to just do another text box. Change the font, color, and size. Change the background. And you're just going to come over here to the insert. I'm going to scroll down to YouTube. Try to find something that's short and sweet. 2 or 3 minutes would be great. If you find something that's really interesting, obviously you can pick it if you like, but something that'll hold your attention. This one's kind of long, but it's from the Khan Academy, which I like. And I'm going to move it over a little bit. There we go. And that is what I would want to see in all 10 organelles, a definition, an analogy, and the video. So now that we have our nucleus page, we're going to link it to our button over here. So we're going to link it to the picture and to the word. So click on the picture. You might have to click twice, and you see a little insert link right here. And it asks you to paste in the link, but it also just gives you your nucleus page right here. So you can just click on that and hit apply. And then here, make sure that you highlight your word nucleus. If you don't, it will just insert the website and it'll look weird. So highlight the entire word nucleus like this. Again, do the hyperlink and click the nucleus. Apply. There you go. If you want to see what it looks like, you can go to this little button up here for preview, and it will show you what your website looks like when it's published. Here's my home page, and when I click on the nucleus picture, there's my nucleus page. All right. Hopefully this helped you out. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, guys.